Greetings to all. In this particular video, I'm going to explain the various categories and constructs of experiential elective category that is followed in our university and CSE department. Experiential elective category in the university falls in 4 different categories plus an additional category which is followed in department of CSE. The first one being benchmark competitions, where you can gain from 1 credit to 4 credits. Then comes community service project, where you can gain minimum of 3 credits and to the maximum of 6 credits. Then comes research oriented projects, where you can gain 3 credits to 6 credits. Finally comes internship category, where you will pursue a project in the industry with the approval of TPO, where you can gain 1 credit to 5 credits. In addition to these 4, we have an additional category called as micro project, where you can gain from 2 credits to 3 credits upon approval. Let us see in detail like how you can gain credits in each of these categories, and we will also see the application process and the participative schemes for each of these categories. Most importantly, every student in UG BTech program should complete 8 credits under experiential elective category. We have different options, but ensure that the total credits what you actually complete should be 8. And the best possible way to be in a safer side is completing all these credits at the end of 3rd year, so that the entire final year can be concentrated only on placements and other activities. Now coming to benchmark activities and competitions. These benchmark competitions comes in 4 different credits. 1 credit is for school level competitions that is being organized by clubs, societies or chapters, which is done at the school level. These events should require approval from the school dean, and these activities should be participated by students from all the departments in the particular school. Once the event is completed, the winners and the top placed students here means the students who are coming to the final of the particular event are the students who are actually in the top 20 or top 15 that is being judged by the event coordinator and approved by the school dean. For those students, credits will be allocated where credit is 1 and grades will be given based on the ranking of the particular student. Next comes university level events, wherein students from more than one school participate in the competition. Most importantly, all Vintra events which is conducted at university level are part of this particular category. In addition to this Vintra competitions, other clubs which are actually conducting university level competitions approved by dean as well as director academics are also coming under this particular category, for which you will gain 2 credits. Here as well, teams and students who are coming in final or top category will be provided with credit opportunities. Third comes national level events, wherein you have national level symposiums, hackathons, events organized across institutions, not only in Kare, but across Kare and other institutions and industries, which actually clearly state that in the brochure or in the web page or in any other sources that it is a national level competition. The word national should be present in the brochure or web page or any source of the event coordinating institute. Once the student participate in the particular event, the student should get the certificate if it is winning 1, 2, 3 prizes, or if it is like top level, it is highly compulsory that the student should get a recognition certificate for being in top 10 or top 15 or top 20. In case of IITs and NITs, the top ranking dashboard can be extended. But in all cases, for the top ranking dashboards, recognition certificate or recognition letter should be from the coordinating institute. Only then the student will be considered for credit. For winners, direct consideration will be there for credits with the winning certificate itself. Participation certificates alone will not gain into credits directly without further approval. And for all these national level events, 3 credits will be granted to the student. Finally comes the international level events, wherein students participate in events across the globe, compete and get recognized. Event that is coming under this category includes challenges in code forces, challenges in Kaggle, and international level events conducted by IEEE EPICS, ACM, and some other chapters, as well as internationally recognized events which has been released as brochures or banners by the student activity team in the department. And for all these events, student can get a maximum of 4 credits. And in all these events, the main consideration of point is participation to the event alone will not be considered for credits, even if it is actually a Vintra level events. Students will get certificate only when student will get credits only when they are getting certificates in the winners level or in the top ranked level as given by the coordinator and approved by the school dean and HOD of the event department. Next comes the credit patterns along with the taxonomy for activities which is been coming under benchmark competitions. And these are the events considered. The first event being like technical quiz, web application development, mobile app development, project competitions, hackathons, coding competitions, debugging competitions, ethical hacking competition like capture the flag, AI and DS challenge in Kaggle or any other web sources or in offline competitions. For all these competitions organized by either the department in school level or the university level or any categories happening in national or international level where other institutions are conducting these events. In addition to this, any other technical events will also be considered under benchmark competitions once it is approved by the dean. And finally, the credits and grades will be approved by the director academics. For non-technical events, no credits will be granted under benchmark category. Next comes community service projects, which actually happens in 4 ways. Many students are actually getting community service projects only for 3 credits. But through this video, I could explain that even in community service project, you can get to the maximum of 6 credits and make the maximum completion of experiential elective category with your single project itself. Let's see how it can be done. In local community engagement projects, that is what the level 1 of community service project, where all students do by selecting the problem statements on their own for the community. For that, we call it as a basic community service project and allot only 3 credits. But you can go up to the next level wherein you can approach the NGO nearby our college or other sources through your guides or faculties or through your friends or through your neighbors and get the problem statement from the NGO, solve the particular problem statement, get it recognized through the letterhead from the NGO and show that as the proof that you have developed the product for the non-governmental organization, like those who are actually having disabilities or others. So if you solve such a problem and get recognition letter, then you'll be getting 4 credits for your community service projects. More importantly, Excel projects will not come under this particular category as Excel projects are part of experiential core, which is exactly different from what we actually see in this particular video. When you do Excel projects in terms of NGO, that is different, whereas projects you do for community service project with a different NGO will be considered separately. Community service projects with panchayat and urban local bodies will be considered for 5 credits when you get a recognition for that particular problem statement and solution. You can develop a problem solution wherein you approach the panchayat of the particular district or locality where you are actually present and get their requirements, so provide solution for their requirements and develop the final products. When you do this particular thing and get it recognized by the local panchayat and give that letter to the department, With the approval of Dean and Director Academics, you can get 5 credits for your community service project. More than that, your community service project can also get 6 credits if you develop the complete products, make it patented or any other startup kind of application, and make all these possible with funding support from external agencies like TNSEST or DRDO or DST or IEEE or ACM or any other societies for a community service project or even IEEE EPICS. When you do that, you will be getting 6 credits for your community service projects. To be as a local advice, many students actually do community service projects only for 3 credits and they don't know how to improvise that. With small steps, what you actually take for the community service project by approaching an NGO or by approaching the panchayat or local bodies or by getting it funded from any international or national societies or bodies, you can increase the value of the project and get it more credited and valued in terms of grade as well. It will also find a good place in your resumes. So people who are currently doing community service projects, try engaging your community service projects to be holistic and make it utilized across the bodies and get credited more. Next comes research oriented projects, which also comes in 4 different categories. The first category being research projects and being engaged with faculties and research labs within the campus. That gains you 3 credits. Next, research projects which links with external research labs. Then comes research projects collaborating with reputed institutions like IITs, IISCs, NITs, or international experts. In terms of international experts, you can do the project either in online or offline. Finally comes research projects through funding agencies like IEEE, IEI, TNSEST, etc., which gains you 6 credits. 2, the knowledge of mine as well as 2, the CSE department. Many of the students are approaching only for community service projects and very rare amount of students or nullified amount of students are gaining credits to research oriented projects. It is a right time for the students who wants to make a sound research project, utilize your knowledge and idea, build projects and get benefited through these kind of credits as well. In addition to community service projects, you can also develop some other projects for your idea, which is actually research oriented and gain credits in terms of the different values by engaging with research labs at our university. So in that case, you can go to the International Research Center IRC of our university, get collaborated with the faculties who are having research lab in IRC and get their problem statements, solve that and get it recognized, which gains you 3 credits. Followed by, if you are actually linking your problem statement with external labs or research agencies, like you approach ISRO or any other industrial labs, and if you able to solve the problem statement given by those external research agencies, then you'll be getting 4 credits. Followed by, if you are getting any research project working opportunities from IITs or IISCs or NITs, it's add a great value to you by collaborating with the faculty experts and research experts in national level institutions, which gains you up to 5 credits. Sixth being your collaborative fund, which you get from international societies like IEEE, IEI, and national agency like TNSEST. And these funds make your research projects gain up to 6 credits. Most importantly, those people and students who wants themselves to stand ahead of other students, I'm openly saying even one student from CSE haven't gained any credit in research oriented project. If you are trying to do so, you will be the first student to gain that. Next comes internships. Internships comes in various varieties. You can get an internship certificate or credit by following the proper channel of approvals. Your first internship application should be in such a way like once you get an appointment order for internship from any industry, it needs to be approved by the department coordinator for internships. followed by you need to get approval from the head of the department, followed by you should get an approval from the dean and director training and placement. Only when you get an approval from the training and placement officer, you are allowed to pursue the internship and you are allowed to get the credits. Once you finish your internship, the same process wherein your attendance letter at the particular industry where you pursue the internship, followed by internship completion certificate, project report stating the value of your work in the particular industry, everything should be submitted to the department internship coordinator, get it reviewed, approved by the HOD, and again meet the director training and placement officer for approval of credits. And for all these credits, they are of different patterns with respect to the period in which you actually do the internship. If you do a 2-week internship program, you'll be getting 1 credit. For 4 weeks, you'll be getting 2 credits. You'll be getting 3 credits if you have 6 weeks internship. And for 8-week internship, you will have 4 credits. For more than 8 weeks, you'll be getting 5 credits of experiential elective category. Most importantly, there are 2 points to understand in internships. Point number 1, if you are getting placement, and through the placement, if you are getting internship in the 7th semester or 8th semester, you will be in a place to choose whether you are going to use that particular internship for experiential elective category or replace your internship, industry internship in the final year 7th or 8th semester as part of your capstone project. I mean the final year project. So you will be in the place to choose whether you are going to utilize that particular internship for experiential category, elective category, or your final year project, capstone project category. In such a way, in the second case, if you are going to replace your capstone project, you will be considered as external project student, wherein your internship will be considered for final year projects. In the first case, where you are going for experiential elective, the same procedure which I have said should be followed directly from internship coordinator to HOD to finally TPO director. Second point to consider here is when you get any company, when you approach for any industry for internships, it should be first approved by the TPO. Your industry should not be a training institute. It should be a service or a product development institute. Only in those industry you can actually pursue internships. Not in training institute you can pursue internships. I'm again repeating, you can pursue or apply for internship only for stable companies which is doing product services or product development. You should not pursue internship in companies which is providing just training. Finally comes the very own experiential elective course in CSE, which is called as micro projects. This micro project is actually been updated with new constraints and requirements from this particular academic year, wherein the earlier case of completing an online course and developing a demonstration of the learned technology alone will you gain you credits. But now it is being updated wherein you have to learn a new technology through online courses and develop any one of the 3 which is being stated here. Number 1, develop a virtual laboratory for any course of your interest, which should consist of minimum 10 experiments. And that particular virtual laboratory should be approved by minimum 3 faculty experts in the particular discipline, then the HOD and dean of the particular course department. Most importantly, in the virtual lab category, the approved virtual lab should be hosted with a Kalaslingam website. Second, you can go for another option, that is developing an in-house project for the university. This project can be for any department or the university office, wherein you can get any automations that may be required in a clerical work of a department or any other stuffs which can make some work easier by making it software based or automation based. You can get those problem statements from any department or schools or offices in the university solve that and get it approved by the corresponding department or office director. In case of the department project, you should get it approved from the corresponding head of the department. In terms, if you are providing a project solution for any office of the university, get it approved by the director of the office. Third option in micro project is to develop some projects for external agencies or institutions, wherein you develop a project with external user with necessary requirements being stated by them and you are actually solving it. For this, you should have the proper proof that an external agency is actually requesting you to solve the particular problem and you have accepted and provided a solution. So for this proper proof in terms of mail communications, signed letters, letterheads, everything should be submitted. Finally, the letter of recognition from the respective external institute for the project development and their usage statistics should also be submitted. And this particular scheme of micro project is new and going to be implemented in CSE from this particular academic year, from when it is being released in the event semester. And these are the ways in which you can actually gain experiential elective. For more information, you can also contact me in person. This is actually common for the entire university except micro project, where in some department may also have it. And these particular experiential elective categories should be completed possibly before completing your third year, and you should reach 8 credits at the end of final year. Then only your degree will be completed. Thank you.